looking to relocate to Fort Myers and trying to figure out where you should actually live, then this video is for you. Because here's the truth, not every neighborhood in Fort Myers fits every lifestyle. Some are golf focused, some are family heavy, some have low HOA fees, and some are packed with amenities. And some look amazing online, but feel different in person. I'm going to break down the best neighborhoods in Fort Myers based on lifestyle, not just price, so you can figure out what actually fits you. If we haven't met yet, I'm Brittany Mixon, a local Fort Myers realtor, and I work with a lot of relocation clients moving here from out of state. And one of the biggest mistakes I see, people pick a house before they pick the right neighborhood. So today we're gonna help you break it down and hopefully make this a little easier for you. Now, before we jump into neighborhoods, let me tell you who this video is really for. If you're moving from out of state, trying to compare new construction versus resale, overwhelmed by the amount of HOA fees, deciding what matters most, location or home, and wondering where families actually live, then this video is going to save you a lot of time because you don't pick the house first in Florida, you pick the lifestyle first. For amenity lovers, WildBlue is for you. WildBlue is located in South Fort Myers, right off Corkscrew Road, just east of I-75. From here, you're about 20 minutes to the RSW Airport, 15 minutes to Gulf Coast Town Center, and then 25 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic, to the beaches. And you're technically Fort Myers, but you're right on the Estero line, so it's a very convenient location. What makes WildBlue different from most Southwest Florida communities is the actual lake system. These are large, connected freshwater lakes, not small retention ponds. In many sections, you can build a private dock, you can have a boat, you can kayak, paddleboard, fish. Some homeowners even install the docks and boat lifts. It gives you that boating lifestyle without being on the Gulf. There are actually two sections in WildBlue people confuse all the time. There is WildBlue, and then there is Vista WildBlue. They share the same amenities, the clubhouse, resort pool, fitness center, tennis, pickleball, but the home price points differ from each community. Here's the difference between the two. WildBlue, the original section, is a more custom builder area, larger estate lots, bigger lake frontage, and many homes 1.2 to 2 million, some well into the 2 million range. Vista WildBlue, slightly smaller lots in many cases, more production style luxury builders, typically 700s to 1.2 million range, depending on the upgrades and lots. So Vista gives buyers an entry point into WildBlue lifestyle at a lower price point while still having full access to all of the amenities and the lake system. WildBlue is a newer luxury lakefront community that started development around 2019. So everything here feels new, polished, and intentionally designed. They have massive freshwater lakes, coastal modern architecture, higher end upgrades, very open floor plans, higher ceilings, large sliders, and a lot of indoor-outdoor living. This is not an older, established neighborhood. This is a newer, resort-style living neighborhood. Let's talk price points. With our current market, most homes in WildBlue are typically ranging from the high 700s into 1.5 million, depending on the lake frontage, the builder, the custom upgrades, the pool package. You'll also see some move-in ready new construction inventory still, and occasionally resales competing with builder incentives. In today's market, builders have offered incentives at different times, which can sometimes make new construction more attractive than resale, depending on the timing of when you're buying. HOA fees in WildBlue are higher than your average Fort Myers neighborhood, but you're paying for the resort pool, the lap pool, tennis and pickleball, fitness center, clubhouse, lake lifestyle, and the option to have the docks. This is a lifestyle first living community, and living there allows you to have that lifestyle without paying the price to be on the Gulf. WildBlue is best for relocators from the Northeast or Midwest, buyers used to new construction, people who want that Florida dream look, buyers who value amenities and aesthetics, right? And if you love the boating lifestyle. But if you're looking for a low HOA, mature landscaping, and established neighborhood feel, this may not be your spot. Things you have near WildBlue: you are close to Publix and shopping on Corkscrew, Miramar outlets, a ton of shopping, FGCU, the college campus, you're 20 minutes to RSW, you're in a very growing Estero corridor and easy I-75 access. But here's my honest take. You are not in the middle of historic Fort Myers. You are in a growing, newer corridor, so you're going to continue to see that growth happen around you, especially in the infrastructure. I had a relocation client from Chicago who thought they wanted golf access, but after we toured WildBlue and they realized they could boat, paddleboard, and dock from their own backyard without dealing with saltwater corrosion or flooding, it completely changed their direction. Now, on the flip side, I've had buyers walk in and say, "This is beautiful, but I don't want to pay this much in HOA every single month." WildBlue is stunning, but it's just not for everyone all the time. If you don't care about amenities, if you want mature landscaping, if you want lower fees, this probably is not your spot. Also, the construction in the road infrastructure is not the best right now, so you're going to have to deal with that for years to come until it does get better. For an active, social, amenity-heavy living, Verdana Village might be for you, and with not as high as a price tag. Verdana Village is located in Estero, right off Corkscrew Road, just east of I-75. Same road as WildBlue, but further down, maybe another 10 minutes. From here, you're about 30 minutes to the RSW Airport, 15 minutes to Miramar Outlets, 20 minutes to Gulf Coast Town Center, and 30 minutes, maybe a little more, to Bonita Beach or Fort Myers Beach, depending on traffic. And you're still in a very convenient corridor between Fort Myers and Naples that is still actively growing. Verdana Village started development around 2021, so this is a newer construction. They have modern floor plans and open concepts, but what makes Verdana different is the lifestyle options. This community is very amenity focused and very social. This is what makes them different and what they are known for. They're indoor facilities. They have indoor basketball courts, indoor pickleball, resort style pool, restaurant and bar, cafe, fitness center, an event space, and because they are so busy, they have a full activity calendar. It feels very active, it feels very busy, and there's plenty to do in this community if you're looking for that. In this current market, you're typically seeing homes in Verdana from the mid 500s up to around 900K, depending on the size, Lakeview, if it has a pool, which builder it is, and then of course lot placement. Because this is still largely builder driven, the incentives are there and can change frequently. In this current market cycle, new construction incentives, like I said before, have at times been very competitive compared to resale and do usually win out if the rates or the incentives are better. Now, HOA fees here are not low, but they reflect the level of amenities that you have. You're paying for the indoor sports facilities, restaurant operations, community programming, and resort style maintenance. This is a lifestyle membership style living. If you do not use amenities, then Verdana may not be the right spot for you. But if you are into the amenities or you want to play pickleball all the time, but you don't want to sweat outside, then Verdana is a great option for you. And just like WildBlue, this area is growing fast. You're near your own Publix, Corkscrew Commons shopping, Miramar outlets, lots of new commercial development happening near you, and an important relocation note. This part of Estero feels newer and more suburban. You're not near historic downtown Fort Myers areas, but you are a master planned corridor living. So they are bringing a ton of commercial to you where eventually you don't have to drive 30 minutes to get to some of these places. Verdana is great for families relocating from out of state, buyers who want built-in social life, remote workers who want amenities closer, and people who want that community activity feel. This is especially popular with Northeast relocations, Midwest buyers, younger families, and active retirees who don't want the quiet golf vibes or the boating lifestyle. I had a relocation family from New Jersey who toured 3 communities in one day, and Verdana was the only one where the kids didn't really want to leave. They were obsessed with the indoor facilities. And then on the flip side, I've had clients walk through and say, this feels really far from everything, and they wanted to be closer to town. And that is a very common thing, but if you're willing to wait, then you will enjoy Verdana and all that it has coming in the future. My honest take, Verdana is incredible if you'll use the amenities, but if you don't care about restaurants, sports courts, social calendars, then you may be overpaying for a lifestyle that you just simply will not use. Let's talk about an area that has established communities, multiple price points, and in a great location. Gateway isn't one single neighborhood. It's a massive master plan development made up of multiple communities within it. Some are gated, some are not. Some have very low HOA fees, some are part of the country club area, and then some are strictly just residential. So when people say, I want to live in Gateway, the first question is always, which section? What HOA prices or lifestyle do you want? We have to pinpoint exactly what they're looking for in order to show them the correct community. Gateway is located in East Fort Myers, just off Daniels Parkway, close to I-75. From here, you're 10 to 15 minutes to RSW Airport, 20 minutes to Gulf Coast Town Center, 15 to 20 minutes to downtown Fort Myers, and then about 35 minutes to the beach depending on traffic. It's an extremely convenient for commuting and travel within the Fort Myers area. Gateway feels different than newer communities like WildBlue or Verdana. It's more established. Some of them started in the 80s, and some of them just finished building. There's more mature landscaping, tree-lined streets, sidewalks, there's parks, restaurants, there's businesses. It feels like a true neighborhood, not just a development. Now, let's talk price points. This is one of the reasons Gateway is so popular. You get a range. Depending on the section, townhomes can start in 300s to 400s, even less. Single family homes often range from the mid 400s to 800s, but you can find them in the 3s. And then the country club estate homes can go for 1 million plus. It's really just not one price bracket. You do truly have a ton of options and lifestyles. HOA fees can vary widely depending on the section of Gateway that you pick. Some communities are very reasonable compared to the newer mega amenity neighborhoods. Others, like the country club section, are structured differently with optional or private memberships. If you want a golf club lifestyle without the Naples pricing, Gateway Golf and Country Club is inside this development and gives you that option. And as stated before, Gateway is a very convenient location. You are near Publix, the JetBlue Park where the Red Sox spring training is, restaurants along Daniels and Colonial. You're near grocery, medical, really everyday convenience. This is very practical living, especially if your life is in town all the time. It's very convenient. And for us, I live in Gateway personally, and one of the reasons I chose it is because I love the location and it felt like it was very family friendly, and we were young and we knew a family was in our future. It's not an extremely high HOA where I live. It's not all brand new. It's mostly built out now. It feels like a real mature neighborhood, and I don't have to worry about all of the construction. Gateway is ideal if you want multiple price options, you want established neighborhood feels, you care about the convenience, you want flexibility between the country club and non-country club living. Gateway doesn't have the over-the-top resort vibe of some of the newer communities, but it does have stability, and in today's market, stability matters. And if there's one thing I know, Gateway always sells. When people say they want to live in Gateway, what they don't realize is that Gateway is made up of multiple neighborhoods, and they're all very different. So instead of explaining every single neighborhood, I'm going to give you 3 examples that show you the range that you can find in Gateway. Stoneybrook at Gateway. Now, I'm a little biased because I live here, but Stoneybrook is a guard-gated community inside Gateway. It has a community pool, a fitness room, sports courts, playground. It has lakes, it has the bike paths and the walking paths. It feels very family friendly. We personally love it and we're super involved in this community, and it's been great for our children. It's been great for us to meet new people. And it's a mix of, I would say, younger and retirees. So it's honestly just been really fun. And I, again, am biased and would definitely recommend Stoneybrook. Price point of Stoneybrook, you're typically going to see homes ranging from the mid 300s to the mid 600s, depending on the size and upgrades. There are also villas available as well, and those range about the low 300s. Your HOA fees here are lower than your newer resort style communities, especially considering that it's a guard-gated community and that the HOA includes cable and internet and all the amenities that I mentioned before. Stoneybrook is great for families, buyers relocating who want amenities but not the luxury level HOA, people who want a contained neighborhood feel. And here's my honest take. It's not a brand new construction community. You won't get 12-foot sliders and modern design, but you get value and a community with a great location. The one negative that we have is that this community is one of the only ones in all of Gateway that does not allow you to put in fences. And that is the one thing that stops people from buying in our community. And hopefully that changes one day, but that is a negative that Stoneybrook does have. Another option in Gateway is the Gateway Golf and Country Club. This is the golf section inside Gateway, but golf membership is optional. There are multiple neighborhoods inside the country club. You've got smaller villa style homes, mid-range single family homes, estate homes on the golf course. You have condos, townhomes, carriage homes, a wide range of options and various price points. Now, speaking of price points, you can see homes from the 500s up to the 1 million plus, depending on the location and home type. Much broader than people realize, condos can be as low as 120, and townhomes and carriage homes can be in the high 2s to low to mid 3s. And then your homes, like I said before, can be anywhere from, I would say, 400 plus, most of them leaning at the higher end, especially for Gateway. Now, lifestyle. This is quieter, more mature. They just redid the club, so the pool area and the club social area is new. You can also pick just a social membership to enjoy the club amenities. And then some of the neighborhoods that are in the country club may have their own pool, like the condos or the carriage homes. So you can have access to the pool without a social membership if you wanted that option. The club at Gateway is perfect for, of course, golfers, buyers wanting optional membership flexibility, buyers who want larger lots but want to be in Gateway. And then if you want an upscale community inside of Gateway, then the country club is a great option for you. My honest take, if you're looking for brand new, super modern, this won't feel like WildBlue. But if you value location and what is established in the areas around you, then you're going to love Gateway. And the last community in Gateway I'm going to talk about is Cypress Cay. Cypress Cay is one of the more affordable, non-gated sections of Gateway. There are no resort amenities, no guard gate, and they have a lower HOA fee. That's not a bad thing, but it is different than all of the other options that you may find in Gateway. You'll typically see homes in the 300s to 400s range, depending on the size and the condition of the home. This is huge for first-time homebuyers or relocation buyers trying to stay conservative within a budget and they want to learn the area. As far as lifestyle, this is more straightforward residential living. You're buying location, affordability, and convenience. It's not really about the amenities. Cypress Cay is great for buyers who don't want to pay for the amenities they won't use. It's great for first-time home buyers, investors potentially, and then relocation buyers who want affordability but still want to be in Gateway. So within Gateway alone, you can go from guard gate family community to private golf lifestyle to affordable, non-gated living, all within the same master development. And personally, one of the reasons I chose Gateway is because of the flexibility. It's not a one size fits all. I love Gateway, I love the location of Gateway, and I love what it offers. The area has changed obviously around it, meaning that there's more stuff coming, but it is truly a great place if you're looking to be in central Fort Myers, but not necessarily in the hub with all of the traffic. And of course, we can't do this video without talking about the popular Babcock Ranch. Babcock Ranch is about 30 minutes northeast of Fort Myers, technically in Charlotte County. It's not in Fort Myers completely. There's only one section that will be considered Lee County. While it is large, it's not a majority of Babcock Ranch. So what makes Babcock Ranch different? This is America's first solar-powered master plan town. It's not just a neighborhood, it's a full town concept. There's solar infrastructure, walkable downtown areas, such as Founders Square. There's restaurants, coffee shop, schools inside the community events constantly, and more. They even are talking, they will have a hospital in there eventually, or that's the plan. The goal of Babcock is to eventually operate as its own town. It will have anywhere from 50 to 55,000 doors. And there is still millions of square foot worth of commercial construction being built in the future, and medical will be coming as well. It's a very cool concept, but if you live there now, you have to be willing to drive 30 minutes to get to certain stores or hospitals. As far as price point, you'll typically see homes from the 400s into the 800s, depending on the builder, the size, and the community. There are lots of builders, lots of inventory, and lots of competition, and a ton of community options and home options from when you're choosing. From golf, non-golf, amenity rich, there are so many options to pick from, and it can be very overwhelming. I always suggest to my buyers that if Babcock is on your list, to have a sit down or a one-to-one discovery call to help make this process easier. I have sold a ton of homes in Babcock Ranch, and every community is different. I am happy to answer any of those questions you may have, so feel free to reach out to me if Babcock is on your list, and we will get you situated. My honest take, Babcock is very different from older Fort Myers neighborhoods. It honestly deserves its own video because it is very, very complex. You either love the fully planned, everything is new vibe, and I don't have to leave, or you want something more established. If you buy into Babcock now, you have to be okay with everything that's coming, the construction, the road infrastructure that'll take years to build. It's definitely 100% committing and buying into the lifestyle and knowing that for a while you're going to have to drive sometimes a little further just to be able to go to certain places while they continue to build Babcock Ranch. And of course, you can't do a video about communities if you don't touch on a 55 plus active community named Pelican Preserve. If you're looking for a 55 plus lifestyle, Pelican Preserve is one of the most well-known 55 plus communities in Fort Myers. This is a true active adult living. This personally is my favorite 55 plus community in all of Southwest Florida. I have found the lifestyle and amenities cannot be beat, and I truly love it myself and have sold a ton in there. It is a great community and does not typically hold a candle to the other ones. Some of your amenities include a resort style pool, an indoor pool, a theater, full activities of calendars, your golf is optional, fitness area, pickleball, and of course there are clubs for everything. It's a very busy, active community. There really are a ton of options. It's a very active community during season. If you're looking for a community, this is a great place to be. Most of my clients who have moved in Pelican stay, and if they move, they're either moving up or sizing down, but they choose to stay inside Pelican Preserve. As far as price range go, you typically see villas in the 300s to 500s and the larger homes into 700s, depending on your upgrades and views. There are also options for condos if you wanted that route as well. My honest opinion, If you're not under 55, this obviously is not your spot. But if you're relocating and want built-in social life and low maintenance living, this is a strong contender as a community that you should consider. Last but not least, one more luxury amenity lake living, Esplanade Lake Club. This is another lake-focused luxury community, but different from WildBlue. Large lake for kayaking and boating, resort-style clubhouse, upscale finishes, started around 2019, and more Mediterranean-inspired architecture. As far as price points go, typically higher, 700s to 1.5 million, depending on the lot and the home size. Difference from WildBlue, Esplanade feels a little more polished and Mediterranean in style. WildBlue feels more coastal modern. Taylor Morrison is the builder in Esplanade, and you will find high-end custom options when building. I have sold in this community and I do personally love it. I love the location. It's Fort Myers, but borders Estero, super close to shopping, the interstate, and the airport. And the other difference between Esplanade and WildBlue is that Esplanade has canals that go to a lake, whereas WildBlue, the homes are on the lake that connect. And so as far as Esplanade go, there are some homes that have the canal that connect to the lake and that some that do not. So if you want to live on a canal but don't care about boating, you would get one of those homes. If you want the boating, then you would buy a home that connects to the lake. However, vastly different in price ranges when you do that. Esplanade is great for if you are relocating, still want that active lifestyle or luxury feel, want the option to boat or have a restaurant and amenities. This is still a great place to be. The location is amazing. I love it. I have a ton of people that live in there. I've sold in there. It's a great place to be. It does not have golf, and sometimes Esplanade is known for their golf courses, but this one does not have that. It's specifically a lake club, meaning they obviously have the access to the lake, and it's more lake-focused lifestyle. It's a great community, so if you're looking for something like that, then it would be a good contender. It is different than WildBlue, but you truly have to go between both to see that. I think both are great communities. They just offer different things. Now, I've talked a lot about master planned and HOA communities because that's what many relocation buyers are drawn to, and that's what a lot of our area is. But if HOA fees are not your thing, if you don't want restrictions, if you want acreage, golf access canals, or no community oversight, then Fort Myers has plenty of options for that as well. And honestly, that probably really needs its own video because there are so many different options when going that route, and as well as price ranges. If you're relocating and overwhelmed by all of these options, that is very normal. The key isn't picking the prettiest house, it's picking the lifestyle that fits your budget, your personality, and how you actually want to live every single day. If you're relocating to Fort Myers or Southwest Florida and trying to figure out which neighborhood actually fits your lifestyle, not just your budget, reach out. I'll help you narrow it down based on your price point, your HOA comfort level, your commute, and how you actually want to live here daily. Because picking the right neighborhood matters more than picking the right house. All my contact information is below, and I'd love to help you map it out. And if HOA communities aren't your thing, make sure you subscribe because my next video is breaking down the best non-HOA neighborhoods in Fort Myers. See you next time.